Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week. Happy middle of the business week. That is Monday through Friday. It is 7:45 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. And me and Banjo are not even needing our coats here. Depending on how long this video is, we may see the NISD school bus. Just warning you. I don't know if there needs to be a trigger warning or any other kind of warning other than that, but there might be the NISD school bus at some point in time in this video. Anyway, good morning, how y'all doing? How's it going? Thinking about starting today's walk, going the opposite direction. What do you think, Banjo? Let's go. I think he's fine going this direction. Anyway, what y'all got going on? Anything new? Got several little topics of discussion today, so we'll see how that goes. My first topic of discussion is MTG. She seems to pride herself. I see it on Twitter this morning, which, personally known as X. So I'm really wondering about this whole algorithm thing. So, I was wondering that before January 2021, and now I'm especially wondering that again. On this phone here, which I have a new phone case, which unfortunately I can't see when I'm doing my videos here. But anyway, so MTG, not very likable. Okay, when I first heard about MTG, which I think was in 2020, it was her and Bobert and Gates. It was like a trio. And then after that, side note, it was Gates, Massey, and MTG was the trio. From where I'm sitting in this back alley, where the acknowledgement of how much money I have other than $0 isn't here, so on and so forth. But Banjo, wait. There's getting the road ceiling. Side note. Oh, it's the Purple Heart Jetta. It's separate than the Jettas over on Rusters Creek. So anyway, where my acknowledgement that I have $0 in my bank account is the only acknowledgement there has ever been. Unless, the Purple Heart Jetta's got something to say. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, MTG has never really been a likable character. Not just with politics as a whole. When I mean politics, I mean any political party affiliation. I think in 2020 I gave her a shot. So who is this character? I'm sure they're unaware of the NISD school bus that is scheduled at 7:50. So anyway, MTG never really been a likable character. from what I can see. And also within the Republican Party itself, never been a likable character. The first thing was because she was a Trump supporter. I think that's how she stepped into the political sphere. Um, uh, and so my point I'm trying to make here in this 5 minutes, over here on Swandale in Rustler's Creek, the old NISD school bus route, where I don't have any money, right? That's the only thing that's ever been acknowledged here. So anyway, especially verbally. So MTG's never been a likable character. As soon as she entered the political arena as a representative, that's the back alley we just got out of. You see that? Okay. And to this day, still not a very likable figure. Right? You see those peak marks? So yeah, the point I'm trying to make is if there was ever a time where in the public square, which again it has never been acknowledged on this NISD school bus route, also tons of road work, right? Part of the reason why I got sent to University Health Hospital, right? So I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. 1 second. I took a sip of my coffee. So the point I'm trying to make, which is that I'm getting a little distracted. My apologies. I'm getting a bit distracted here. Trail King. That's what the trailer says. So how as far as in the political sphere, other politicians in Congress, from what I can tell, not very likable characters. MTG, Matt Gaetz, Thomas Massie, and Boebert. And it used to be the blame there could have been because they're MAGA / Trump supporters or Trump enablers. I know a lot of politicians in Congress do not like Trump 45. So, y'all know this is. They cut up the road yesterday. Benju! Gotta wait, Benju. Oh, don't forget this one over there. I told you. You want to know where the busiest part of this neighborhood is? Wherever I am. I'm obviously not concerned about it. So. Anyway. Let's see the truck there. Y'all got all the numbers you'll need? Okay, good. I mean, he's just parked right there, so. Unlikable qualities and characters. MTG, Matt Gaetz, Boebert, Massie, and obviously Rand Paul, but he's just a little bit separate from them, right? Rand Paul, who I like to call Nazi libertarian. Anyway, this is. Oh, this is the part where they cut up. There was that pink line, and I was right there. Oh, he's getting out. So, Yeah, very unlikable characters. And so the point again that I'm trying to make, I keep getting distracted because of all the harassment around me. Oh, excuse me. It's not harassment and stalking. This is road work, city road work. That's what this is. My bad. I misspoke. So, Matt Gaetz retired. He quit. Resigned. Was a lawyer. Was it? He's a got a law degree. That's Matt Gaetz. Resigned as soon as his claim to fame. Oh no. Oof. As soon as his claim to fame got reelected, and some would say for the third time. So that's interesting. I don't think a lot of people like MTG. So whatever his reputation, 45, my husband, Trump, whatever his reputation was, we all know what it was in 2016. We all know what it is among the political class, being Congress, right? And the bureaucracy that is the government. And what's his reputation now? Certainly among the people, he's got the popular vote. I mean, Hillary Clinton's got to shut up about it, right? So, say all you want about 2016, but Hillary Clinton's got to zip it with this popular vote. I mean, she could talk about how long it takes to count the votes, but I don't hear her talking about it. So, all these unlikable characters such as MTG, Matt Gaetz, Boebert, Thomas Massie, and Ron Paul, but a bit separate. But not really, I group them together. What are their reputations now among other politicians and among the people? And what are me and my husband's reputations? Because this has been an argument of mine as far as my reputation, and I think people can make that argument for 45 too. Is did I have a PR team? A PR team I like to call Dunkin' Donuts, obviously separate from the Dunkin' Donut establishment that serves coffee and donuts. I thought that was obvious. So anyway, I guess I'll circle back to that point. But they're not doing any work on this. There's a cut right there, but there's no other cuts. It's just this cord. It's like, you see this cord? Until it gets to this car over there, which is a Jetta. Anyway, so the point with my Dunkin' Donuts was something I used to say for a couple years now, again after 2021, January 2021, was do I have a PR team? Is there an entity, business affiliated with me? Is it PR? What was their job? Because from where I'm staying, Austin ISD School Bus Route, which it's 7:59, the school bus is late. So and in the afternoons, the school buses drives past my house around 5:20 p.m. So it's from middle school. I'm wondering. Anyway, so the PR team for me, it was what happened? Object failure. You want to talk about me, how I'm a failure? I have to work at Super 8, I have to work hourly, I'm not a college graduate, so on and so forth, right? Well, what was your job? My argument for several years now has been whatever PR company, which I like to call Dunkin' Donuts. It's a funny joke because I used to be friends with somebody named Harriet Duncan, and then she got a communications degree at UTSA. Her family moved her out to LA, paid for it. She did not have an income to sustain her life in LA, but her family had money, and so they paid for it. Her name was Harriet Duncan. And she moved to LA for PR, public relations. And since then, I think she has her own PR firm, but I don't know what that means as far as things go in LA. It could just be a willy-nilly, like she's got some kind of non-expensive business to run. But anyway, that's why I call it Dunkin' Donuts PR. It's a huge failure. What happened? So why is it I can only get a job at Super 8? Because of what people have seen my entire life that I did not choose or invite. And I'm gonna go ahead and say allegedly, even though I don't think any of my videos have been flagged and not available for public consumption, which again would be a really bad look if they have. On the St. Anastasius school bus route, which maybe is not today. So yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, whoever they were, obviously not Harriet Duncan, and obviously just making a joke and emphasizing the situation. Obviously not the Dunkin' Donuts coffee and donut business. I said, you're terrible at your job, PR, dealing with me. And why is that so? How come you have not been fired and been replaced, and why are things like this? Especially concerning my reputation and what jobs are available to me, ability to work. I mean, right now it's schizophrenia, so maybe they're off the hook now. But before then, no interview, no collaboration, no nothing. 1 second. So I said that there's two options. They're terrible at their job. That's fact. What PR company, what's going on there? This is absolutely ridiculous. That's what I said 4 years ago in January. They're terrible at their job. And again, side note, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that Clown Gabbard has definitely gotten, what is it called? A raise, a promotion. I'm sure that's completely separate. Okay, there's no school bus today. It being 8:03, extremely late school bus. I'm sure that's completely separate though. And as far as what's been told to the public, all kept from me, which again you would think would be a PR disaster. So you're terrible at your job. I don't think that is disputable. I don't think there's an argument to be made there or a debate. If there's a PR team affiliated with me, they have failed. At what point in time should they have been fired? I think is the only argument and back and forth discussion there. So the two options were they're either terrible at their job, or they're either intentionally terrible at their job. That's it. So as far as reputations go, I think me and my husband, 45 Hours reputation has definitely improved. I don't know what my reputation was, but as far as being able to get a job and making connections and stuff like that, I would say my reputation wasn't that good. So 45's and mine's reputation has definitely made a turnaround and a comeback, and definitely seen it in a positive light, despite other people's failures, right? So you can have somebody look bad all you want, but if you're not there providing something good of quality and value, then you're going to be lumped into the same team. No matter how you think, what kind of social structure you got going on, right, MTG? So that's what I'm saying. MTG saying, oh, she's the first Congress member to oppose the Ukraine war. Um, wow, it must have been a real big pushback. She's really fighting the military-industrial complex because they've spent billions and billions of dollars. Not on infrastructure, I don't think. Not on healthcare. But on, I think, weaponry, right? I'm not sure how big Ukraine is. How many states in the United States would fit the square foot of Ukraine? I don't know. So anyway, I'm getting the feeling she's saying hasn't heard a nice word from me. If I'm guessing, maybe that's one conversation you could be saying while you're propping yourself up about the billions of dollars being spent with Ukraine. Whether that's a loan or not, I think is something that's interesting and should be covered every time you talk about it. The cameras are right there. The microphones are right there. You're right there addressing all of these questions. Are these loans? They're not loans. Anyway, Matt Gaetz doesn't have to worry about that. I mean, he can obviously cover it on his news show for One American News Network, but other than that, that sort of pressure isn't really there in his little studio, right? Well, there might be construction. I don't know. There's a lot of ways in which you can spend money in construction, so maybe Matt Gaetz got a little construction at his new job. But I don't know about the kind words and nice words she said about me. I can only imagine that's never happened and is non-existent. So if she wants to tout her political clout, political power while she's getting interviewed in Congress, you know, I don't think I've ever really said a nice word about you. If that ever happened, it was before 2021. That was not the school bus. And I don't think your reputation is so good. So you have power and clout, political power and clout, I think is what she's utilizing there. And as far as all that goes, I don't think a lot of people like you. I don't think a lot of people are willing to go to bat for MTG and her ideas. So, yeah, I guess I just wanted to bring that up. Took me 20 minutes to say that. My apologies. Thanks for listening to my rambling video. What else? Ron DeMeatball played golf yesterday. I think he might have a law degree, or maybe he just went to Yale or something like that. So, Marine. But yeah, I don't have any money to my name, right? I hear somebody over there, I can't say, look, I've got a lot of money. What should I spend it on? That's not a conversation I can have here. On this NISD school bus route, which there's no school bus today. What's going on there? So anyway, frustrating. It's been frustrating in my household, but gonna go hang out at Kimmy's today, and see if I had security. I'd tell him to back up. I'm making a video. This feeling of being watched and there's nothing I can do about it except be nice to MTG is one of the reasons why I would tell my security if I had it to do so. It's something that really bothered me 4 years ago, and I would say sent me to the hospital. because those were the expectations that I had for myself while being stuck in this neighborhood. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. So your reputation has never been so good. So if you're saying, and this is also to counter that, has been my argument. So don't a lot of people follow me? Don't when I talk and have something to say, whether it be about a business, a fashion, or whatever, politics. Don't people take the time to listen sometimes? So wouldn't it benefit you to be nice to me? Wouldn't it benefit you to try to convince me of your political ideas? And when I say benefit you, maybe you personally as an individual, but if you are in politics and you do believe in these ideas, obviously it would benefit the greater good, right? But I think I have to be worried about maybe starting to be nice to MTG. Why exactly for? I don't know. I think now's the worst time for her to have that argument. Another routine. So, I don't know if it's just craziness going on there, which I'm sure y'all have seen a lot, especially with Clown Gabbard and the like. Progressive. I said in my other video, the progressives are saying the same thing. Has new information been uncovered? It's one thing if you have beliefs, unwavering beliefs about something. It's quite another if all of this new information comes out and you're still saying the same thing like you didn't even believe in it. So anyway, that's my talk this morning. I'm going to go do my Instagram and then head on over to Kimmy's as quickly as possible. Tracy doesn't work today, so I can spend a lot of time by myself with Banjo and Indy. Anyway, another day, another dollar. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Happy half of the week.